it's about a parable, and there's the scripture. It goes back to the Bible and reads from the Bible about that parable. For example, she has given an example of the parable of the sower, right? The sower. And then what do? You get a book which is not written, and then after you read it, you try to write it from memory, which is very good. It's a good way to remember. Yes. And there's something else you said at the end. I didn't hear. At the end, there's something you said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, so you summarize. So when she's reading, she summarizes using only writing the main words, so that if she remembers in the exam the main word in C.R.E, she's going to remember everything. Thank you. There's something else. Someone else. There was someone else. Who else said that? Be there's someone else. You. Uh-huh. Si useme vile unasoma. Familia inataka kusikia. You're scared. Even if you're Form 1, say something. We're not discriminating. Everyone has spoken. In every other form, yes? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Vizuri sana. Anasema anachukua kitabu anasoma. Si vile wewe unasoma jioni ama asubuhi. So she reads. After she reads the book, she takes just like Angelina, she takes an empty paper, right? Just a script of paper, and then start remembering everything that she wrote, putting it down. So that she ensures that she's remembering. Sindio? That is what she said. Mm-hmm. So you have first to read, and then you take a full scope which is not written anything, or a book, and then you try to remember everything that you've read, so that you can know that you understood when you're reading. That is what she does. And most people do that. After you read, you have to write somewhere so that you can see whether you remember everything you've read. If you don't remember, you've not understood that area. Mm-hmm. So you got your results. Everyone has their results. There's someone else who had a B and has not told us who. Yes, tell us. Mm-hmm. Paper 1. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Okay. Kwa hivyo amesema jambo la kwanza ni makundi. You have to do group discussion. You have to do group discussion. You know, if you go to a group discussion, you are going to remember. If you're answering a question, you're going to remind yourself. And when you're trying to tackle questions in the group, you will see how wide, what you've covered and what you've not covered. So don't go to a group discussion tomorrow, over the weekend, if you're doing your group discussion. Sometimes even the teachers allow you to discuss in class, right? So when you go for group discussion, don't go to those discussions that are making stories about home, about what we ate. No, you are going there for serious business. You're supposed to go there to tackle questions and answers. If someone is trying to bring up stories, make sure you say, let's tackle the question. It's very clear. Stories are for outside when you're relaxing, right? But inside there, you're supposed to discuss. Discussions, Mathematics, yes. Very good, very good. Mathematics is all about formulas, right? That one is all about formula, and each topic has a formula. So make sure you know the formulas. That is number one. You start with the bases. You make sure you know the formulas. That is what Frank does. You make sure you know the formulas. And from the formulas, you're able to tackle now the what? The questions. Make sure you know every formula in every whatever chapter. I don't teach mathematics. So if he's getting good grades there and he's doing that, make sure you do that. So practice it and then go consult your mathematics so that you can see, your mathematics teacher, so that you can see whether it's doing what? It's working for you. Or after this, you see Frank akuonyeshe. Sindio? It's very simple. And also, he talked about, there's something you talked about that I forgot. About questions. You use questions in C.R.E. You tackle a question so that you can know how they are set. And then from there, you know how much you've tackled, so that if you don't remember anything, you go back to your books. He normally uses past papers. You're supposed to do that. And make sure, most of you have seen in the morning, you're starting to do your assignments in the morning preps. That's not right. You're supposed to be studying, yes? The first 2 hours in the morning are very important. You're supposed to do serious studies. Because if you've not been studying and the exams are next week but one, for the other classes, you'll be shocked when the exam comes. Because you'll try to cram in a weekend and then you don't remember anything. But if from today you try to discuss and then you try to tackle questions, past papers, you'll start remembering. Are you understanding? Something else? Hey, very good. Mathematics you have to do daily. I don't know why people are not doing daily. It's all about practice. He said it's all about practice. You have to tackle even if it's 3 daily. I don't know what is hard. Just taking 2-3 questions and doing them. I don't know what is hard. You're supposed to tackle those questions. Yes. So all the things that we talk normally when we are here, and those things that you said in our last family meeting, you're supposed to practice them. See, you're the one who said them. Now ask yourself, since that time we were here last month up to now, what are you doing? Have you changed your ways? If you have not changed, then your grade is not going to change. I can beg you to read, but I will not be there. Diana, I will not be there with you. Kalonzo, I will not be there with you. You have to read on your own. But if you're roaming around all the time and you're not reading, you won't get, even practicing whatever we said here. If you practice this until the exam time, you will see your grades change. But if in the noisemakers you're the ones who are, I'm glad here. There's no one I've seen in the staff room because of noisemaking. No one. In discipline, let me check. In discipline, I haven't seen anyone. Make sure you stay disciplined. I recommend you, okay? Is it recommend or commending? I commend you, right? English is, I don't know. Anyone who wants to tell us something? Yes, D. Let us mask. Oh, yes. Okay, so agriculture, she got a B. First, she identifies the topic she's good at.
Then you have to plan. Let's say I did before or during the weekend. This week I'm going to do certain chapters or certain topics that I'm going to do that. So you first put that away. So yani unajifunza mapema. Ndio useme hiyo siku inafika unapata kila people wanafanya. So do that. Then those chapters that you have set aside, don't look so much into them. Hizo unapitia mwisho. Tafuta vile that zipitie chambua kabisa. Kama take one week sema ndapitia hiyo na hiyo. Hizo ndio zilizo mzuri. Then weekend ikifika do some rats, test yourself.
Si umeelewa vile amesema? It's very important people to practice. And Diana John, you are not revising nini lugha. You should do that. Even doing the past papers that I gave you, you're supposed to revise so that you can be able to upgrade your paper 2. Someone else nimesahau. Haven't forgotten anyone because I want to release you. Mimi sipendi kuzungumza. We'll talk in the next one. Sini sawa? Now Alawad. Alawad is, what can I buy now? You can buy ngumu, right? I start with ngumu. No, I'll know what to award you. Ngumu is kidogo. I'll know what to award you. So after you do your end term, you remind me. Okay? All of you, you come with your grades. Unaniambia. A's, I'm going to award A's in this family. Because the mother is supposed to award you to encourage you, right? So I'll award. I can decide to award as the school. But we'll see. Okay? But I promise to award. So, nendeni salama. Nimeshukuru. Kindly practice whatever we've said. Okay, bye-bye.